Hello children, good morning. Welcome to the class of English. Today we are going to discuss an exercise given on page number 22, working with language. Now this exercise is related to your grammar topic, nouns. So you can see here it is given that each word in the box given below indicates a large number. For example, a herd of cows refers to many cows. So we have to complete the given phrases with a suitable word from the box. So you can see here in the box some words are given. Let us see one by one the blanks. A blank of ships. So here if there are so many ships, then we use the word fleet, F-L-E-E-T, fleet, a fleet of ships. If there are so many flowers, then we use the word bunch, a bunch of flowers. There is another word used, a bouquet of flowers. If there are so many flowers clubbed together, then we use the word bouquet also. A brood of chicks, B-R-O-O-D, brood, a brood of chicks. A team of cattle, if there are so many animals together, then they are called cattle. Then they too, if they are so many together, then we use the word team. Then we have sticks, a bundle of sticks. A herd of sheep. Now there is a difference between SHIP and SHEEP. When we use the word SHIP, sheep, it is a means of transport. Ship, SHEEP, ship, refers to the animal. A school of fish. So if there are so many fish, now we don't use the word fishes. The fish itself is the plural word. So, collection of fish is called a school of fish. Wolves. If there is one, then we use the word wolf. The plural form of wolf is wolves. So, if there are so many wolves, then the group of wolves is called a pack of wolves. This is known as the collective noun. We will be discussing collective nouns later on as definition, and with more examples we will be discussing the topic noun. But I hope you have learned nouns in your previous classes, and on the basis of that you might get an idea about using collective nouns in the blanks. Now let us look at the another example which also has some nouns, but we have to make nouns from the words given below by adding NESS or ITY. These are called suffix. What is a suffix? If in a given word we add certain words at the back, then we tell it as a suffix. In case if we add the words in the beginning, then it is termed as prefix. So pre means before and suffix means after. So let us see these words. The first word is honest. So when we add Y after it, then it becomes honesty. So, you might have heard about that proverb, honesty is the best policy. So, we have made noun from the word honest. So, honest, honesty. Kind, we have added the suffix NESS, which makes it kindness. Cruel, we add TY, so it becomes cruelty. Calm, the suffix we have added is NESS, that makes it calmness. sad, sadness. Likewise, when we turn active into the noun, we strike off the E. Wherever there is a vowel at the last in any word, then we cut the vowel and then add the suffix. So, active becomes activity. Likewise, creative, creativity. Sincere, sincerity. Cheerful, cheerfulness. Bitter, bitterness. Sensitive, again we have E at the last, so we cut the E and write sensitivity. Great, greatness. So this was about the exercise given on page number 22. Now turn to page number 23. You have got a grid here. So in this you are given 12 words that are hidden in the given table. So you have to find those words. Now from this 6 can be found horizontally. Horizontally you might be well acquainted with the word horizontally and vertically. Horizontally means across and vertically means above, means straight. So you might have learned about the horizontal and vertical lines in your maths subject. So you must know that. Now these words that are given in the grid are describing words. You might have learned in your earlier classes that describing words are adjectives. We'll also be dealing with the topic of adjectives in the next session. First we'll complete the nouns, and after completing the nouns we'll be dealing with adjectives. But when you describe something, describing words are those words which describe something. So for example, if we say good or happy, so these are the words which describe about something. Describe a person, describe people, describe things, describe animals, whatever they describe. So here are some letters, some clues are given here in order to find the answer easily. So let us look at the grid. Here we can find the first horizontal word that starts with H. So H-A-S-T-Y, hasty. Hasty means one who is in haste. Haste means one who wants to speed something, speed up something. So that is hasty. The second word you can find in the fourth grid, R-E-A-D-Y, ready. Again there is a word frightened. Last to third word is frightened. Here you can find the word fierce, F-I-E-R-C-E, fierce. Starting from S we have strong, S-T-R-O-N-G, strong. And the last across word that starts with G is, let us just find out the word that starts with G. Okay, do one thing, try on your own. Yes, I have got it. Last to fourth line, G-O-O-D, good. I hope you have found it. Last to fourth line, G-O-O-D, good. I have not circled it, so just try on your own and find it out. The next horizontal word is, last horizontal word is good. Now let us look for the vertical words starting from A. You can see here in the first line, A-N-G-R-Y, angry. The next word that starts from W, W-O-R-S-E, worse. When we say, I am in a worse condition. So, worse, W-O-R-S-E, worse. The third one starts with S, S-U-R-P-R-I-S-E-D, surprised. Next we have the one starting with L, L-O-Y-A-L, loyal, and Q, Q-U-I-E-T, quiet. So one we have not got, that is starting with F. So just try to find the word that starts with F. Even I am not getting it. I'll just try, you also try. Okay? I got it. I want you to find out the last word that starts with F, which is vertical. Okay, so that's the homework for you. Okay, I hope you have understood the exercise well. For copying this grid in your notebook, you have to take a page from your maths notebook. Just cut it. First count the number of squares and it will be according to your maths notebook only. So cut a page from maths notebook. Just paste these letters on it and then you can stick that maths paper in your English notebook, and by that way you can draw this grid. So I want you to complete both this exercise in your notebook. Have a nice day. Thank you.